So we are here for the NCAA Women's Lacrosse scores board update here for the quarterfinals, the national quarterfinals. The first round and the second round are not on ESPNU as the men's first round is. That's why, and then the women's. That's why the women's first round or the women's quarterfinals are on ESPNU on Thursday. It's because the softball championship is on ESPNU all day Friday. And then along with ESPN2 having coverage of the softball regionals. Well, ESPN2 will pretty much all weekend long. But anyways, and then we have the national semifinals Friday and Sunday, 24th and the 26th, and then Memorial Day weekend. And then the men's will be Saturday, the 25th and the 27th. Is the men's semifinals and finals. So we have Florida. They beat Maryland 15-9. Maryland. Florida started. That was at noon Eastern this morning, early morning, depending on what time you live. No, late morning, depending on what time you live in. But early afternoon it was on the East Coast. Most of these teams were East Coast teams. So Florida just dominated Maryland from the start. They were up 9-1 after the first quarter. But then Maryland came back and won it. Or came back and did play well in the game, but you just couldn't come back from Florida's hot start, and Florida had all momentum for a. And Maryland finally got it, but it was too low, too late. Number 3 Syracuse. They forced the running clock on number 6 Yale. And it was late in the game. They forced it in the fourth quarter, but still. They forced the running clock 19-9. I mean, they didn't force it with 10 goals. They had a bigger lead than 10 goals. It was just very late in the game. It's like 20 seconds left in the game. Yale did score to tie it up, make it 19-9. Number 2 Boston College makes that 14-9. A victory for Boston College. We have number 1 Northwestern. They beat number 8 Pennsylvania 20-7. So we have Florida taking on the number 1 overall seed in Northwestern. And we have Syracuse taking on Boston College. Boston College ended up beating Syracuse in the ACC Tournament Championship game. And I believe they said they played in the regular season finale. So, which they did. I will show it here. But, yes, the ACC title. It was 15-8 here, as they played the week before the ACC does. And then we had the final day of the regular season. Boston College for the ACC. Boston College ended up winning 11-10. And that went overtime. So Boston College played 1 close to Syracuse in the regular season. And then in the ACC tournament, they played 15-8. They're playing for a 3rd time this season. and Cary, North Carolina. So that's a neutral site game. Massachusetts and New York. And then we got Florida and Northwestern, which is from Illinois. Northwestern, there is. Evanston, Illinois. So, I mean, both. So, we will see here. We got Florida is in the SEC in most sports, but in the women's lacrosse, the SEC does not have men's or women's lacrosse. So, for the schools that have women's lacrosse and men's lacrosse, they have to go to other conferences in SEC, and that Florida's in the AAC, the American Athletic Conference. Northwestern's out of the Big Ten. Not every team in Big Ten has lacrosse, but there's enough schools that they've decided to form they have a Big Ten lacrosse. Same with the ACC. Not every team in the ACC has women's lacrosse, but I have an ACC women's lacrosse in Florida and number 1 Northwestern. Number 1 overall seed Northwestern at 3 Eastern, and tentatively 5:30 Eastern is Syracuse, number 2 Boston, number 3 seed Syracuse, and number 2 seed Boston College. The winners will play at noon Eastern on Sunday, the 26th, and the winners will. That's on ESPN and I'm assuming ESPN Plus. And then Florida Northwestern and Syracuse, Boston College will be at 3 and 5:30 Eastern, and those will be on ESPNU and ESPN Plus.